Hey there, friends and fellow crafters. It's Leanne, and I am here today to bring you some inky inspiration using Stamp Me Some Love paper and some MFT dies and a stencil. So here I am showing you the swatch ring of the different colors that I will be using, and I will be using all of them. So here is a panel that I cut using Gina K White Heavyweight. And I'm going to start with the Rolling Clouds stencil, starting with Kitsch Flamingo, and then Dried Marigold, then Mustard Seed. When I do rainbows, this is my favorite combination of oxides. This is Twisted Citron, and I am cleaning off my stencil so that I don't get my ink where I don't want it. So Twisted Citron. Then I'm going to bring in the Tumbled Glass and the Wilted Violet. And then you will see I bring these colors in again because I did not ink up the full panel this time. I am using my blender brushes that I did get off of Amazon. And yes, so I love ink blending. I've said that before. So this Stamp Me Some Love heavyweight cardstock. I did use 13 colors in this project. And I did all my die cutting off camera because this video alone was 26 minutes with everything at full speed, not counting the die cutting. And everybody's time is valuable. So I did not want to subject you to that. So now I am bringing in another panel of the white heavyweight cardstock, and this is how I clean off my blender brushes. I just rub them on the panels, and now I've put them back away. This is the only thing that I had not cut because I needed that panel the way it is. So I'm cutting that now using my Vagabond, and that was a die from MFT that says, "Hey." So now I'm going to bring in pieces that I had cut already. The back panel is the Heartburst Hello die. And then I have the Heartburst, that first is the background. Now I am using my Barely Art glue, and I am gluing up the Heartburst to make it look like a stained glass. So I love this piece because it cuts it so nicely. And let me tell you, this paper cuts like butter. I've heard it say about other papers. This seriously cuts very nicely. I have another project that's going to be coming up later in the month using my Scan and Cut, and I started working on it already, and it cut very nicely as well. So now I'm taking all the pieces that I cut out and putting them in. Have to put a little glue, then put in the pieces, and I have to remember which pieces go in which panel. And you're going to see here that so far I've done really well. Then I put that purple one in upside down. So I have to pull it back out and put it back in, which is going to leave that piece, which is Cyber Grape, a little darker than it should be. But I'm good with that because you know what? It's not going to be perfect. So these are handmade cards. And so I like to have a little bit of imperfection. I know I'm not infallible. Perfect. I can't even talk. So here I am gluing my panel together. As you can see, this is a slimline card. That is the black suede that I used there on that back panel. I'm using a eraser now to fix a little imperfection that I did do on my ballerina pink. And Now I used my Barely Art glue and have that stuck down. Now I'm trying to decide, do I want to create a shadow using vellum or do I want to go with the black suede? And I went with the black suede just because I just think it showed a little better and I was really happy with it. And this Barely Art glue, let me tell you, the tip is so fine. It makes it really nice to use. Sorry, my hair's getting in the way. Anyways, it makes it really easy to use with these intricate dies. I know I could use double-sided adhesive before I die cut and all that fun stuff, but this just made it a little easier. And I like the Barely Art glue. So there we have that on my panel. My card is done. Then I decide I'm going to bring in my rainbow jewels. Might as well keep going. Oh, no. I need to bring in the stamp set. This is the Heartburst Hellos. And I am bringing in the stamp that says you have a nice heart. And I'm going to bring in my VersaFine Claire in Nocturne along with my Misty and stamp that right down. And one shot did it. I was very happy with that. So now I've got my jewels and green is my favorite color. So green, a large green is going right in the center of the heart. And now I'm just placing what is now going to make an odd amount around my panel. I'm always read that jewels, rhinestones, any kind of embellishments should be done in odd numbers. So there we go, 5. And with that, this project is complete. Everything will be linked in the description box below. Have a crafty day.